everyone.
Blite Nation.
Ian, Vito, and Liz coming back at you with another one.
What's good, fam?
So, when Ian first got here today, we started talking about the New York ruling.
So, yeah, my bad. You can go.
And Ian had a prejudged misconception about what he thought the ruling was.
Sorry if I was groaning, y'all. I got too much shit in my pockets. There we go. Trying to get comfortable.
Go ahead from there, Ian.
Are you good now, man?
I'm good. Yeah, I got this strap out my pocket.
It's better for you to explain how you were thinking since you were thinking it.
let's you know what, Vito? We need to do more. Let me not quote the man. Let the man talk. There we go. Vito trying to move society forward, everybody. I like that. What did I say, Vito? I'm not long. Oh no.
This is why people call him.
So right. I think I asked. I think I asked, did he defraud?
Yeah, did he commit fraud?
Did he defraud him?
And I was like, how?
What was the word? What's the term that
Overinflated his.
Thank you. Overinflated.
And sorry for that smack to everybody's ears.
Oh, sorry. I'm a little.
Mine's too,
I've seen a lot of bullshit on the internet today, so I'm like.
So I was like,
well, this week. So
before I go into this long explanation, let's just have a guy who does business explain why this is such an atrocious ruling in New York. Has no idea what it just did to itself. This is so much bigger than just Donald Trump. No matter what anybody has any feelings about Donald Trump, this ruling has so much bigger ramifications that I don't think New York even realized what it just did to itself. Letitia James can do her little victory walk all she wants on this. But go ahead, Ian, hit play and let Kevin OLeary explain why he will never do business in New York again.
All right, here we go. And I got new batteries in the mouse, y'all. So we're good.
Don't have to worry about it dying.
No, we don't got to worry.
We've got Kevin OLeary.
Honestly.
So, Kevin OLeary, for anyone who's wondering, is Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, he's from Shark Tank, yeah.
This guy,
fair enough. I wish I had Kevin
OLeary money. This guy knows how to make money.
I wish I had his money. But we ready, y'all?
Yeah. Go ahead, Ian. Go ahead and hit that play button. Let's get this rolling.
We've got Kevin OLeary back with us, OLeary Ventures chairman, Shark Tank investor. You know, Kevin, you had mentioned, and it was a very profound kind of comment, that, some of these other businesses do have right to be concerned, whether they like Donald Trump or not. Maybe you can elaborate on that.
Well, this award, just leaving the whole Trump thing out of it and seeing what occurred here, and I'm no different than any other investor. I'm shocked at this. I can't even understand or fathom the decision at all. There's no rationale for it. And so let me give you a real-time experience I'm having regarding this, and I'm not the only one. It doesn't matter what the governor says. New York was already a loser state. Like California is a loser state. There are many loser states because of policy, high taxes, uncompetitive regulation. It was already on the top of the list of being a loser state. I would never invest in New York now, and I'm not the only person saying that. And here's a real-time situation. In development in real estate right now, the hottest asset class is...
And everybody watching, he's going to explain why he can no longer do any business in New York.
So just to clarify, Vito has seen this.
I definitely have seen this.
I haven't seen it.
Vito has seen this. I have not. Liz has not. So I'm back up.
I have to understand that people, especially people who think they just got to win on Donald Trump, for your win, you just destroyed the state of New York. Because now you technically have to go after every single person who ever negotiated a deal to build a building in that state.
It's kind of like the saying, "How bad do you want to win?" Or how bad do you want to be right?
Exactly. And what little technicality do you want to be right on? Go ahead, hit play, and let's let Kevin OLeary speak.
Invest in New York now, and I'm not the only person saying that. And here's a real-time situation. In development in real estate right now, the hottest asset class is very high-end data centers. They cost anywhere from $2.5 to $3.5 billion each. They're very expensive. They require low power. You need permits. But most of the major institutions in the world need more data centers, and that's why developers like me are doing this. Now, you need power. So New York has Niagara Falls. Normally, you'd consider that to put in one of these facilities, create 400 jobs, 5 more jobs for each of one of those for auxiliary services. I can't go to New York.
You see that?
So I'm going to Oklahoma.
You see what New York just lost?
A lot of business.
400 minimum jobs plus 5 jobs for every 48 jobs of the 400 created for auxiliary reasons. He said. So they're like pretty much offsetting different stuff that would still be needed.
So
you're talking pretty much almost 1,000 new jobs that will never see New York.
damn.
It's not just the jobs. That's the tax revenue. That's money that will never be spent in the state from all those people that would be working there. Do you see how this loop starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger? Now,
That's why I say you got to look at the end game and shit.
and this is one guy. Now imagine every single any developer.
I mean, I'm sure Trump's not the richest person in the state of New York.
It's not just New York. He's not Trump. This isn't Trump saying he's not going to work in New York.
That's true.
This is Kevin OLeary. And he said it. I'm not the only one saying this.
Now, is this just on real estate, or is this like in business in general? Like any form of business?
That's the problem. Who knows with New York now? After a ruling like this.
I see what you're saying. Like,
How
are
do
they
you-
just going to keep it in real estate, or are they going to...
How do you know they don't arbitrarily say, well, we think you defrauded us now because all of a sudden we think you're doing business wrong, when they have no idea what business they're doing? Again, the banks in the situation said they were happy and they loved working with Donald Trump, and they want to work with this guy again. They made a lot of money with Donald Trump. He paid back every single one of his loans.
So you mean the wheel will stop spinning in New York? The wheel of business?
New York just
Is that
pretty
what you
much
mean?
committed suicide. They
Yeah, that's okay. So I'm thinking that right now. Okay.
Okay.
financial suicide, not literal.
Yeah. People, relax.
No, we get what you're saying. We get what you're
Not everybody does.
Of course, it's not going to happen instantly overnight.
It's going to take over. It's going to over time.
Slowly and surely, as people start to leave, or not even leave, no
Stop.
longer reinvesting in New York.
That too.
No new developer will start any new projects.
So people would take their business, what they have in New York, and go somewhere else.
Yeah. Why would you
Small
incorporate in New
businesses,
York
big
at all now?
businesses, and then nobody's not gonna want to invest anything.
Yep. And that's money that's not spent in the communities. I feel so bad for the residents in New York for what the political leaders are doing. Go ahead, Ian. Let's
Yeah, it's
keep
just
going.
getting wild right here, bro.
Oklahoma, North Dakota, West Virginia. Governor Stitt, Kevin Stitt, my staff have met with him. Governor Bergen, the same thing. Governor Justice. Those are winner states. They don't do things like this. I have to syndicate that debt and all that equity. We're talking billions of dollars here. Do you think any foreign institution or any private equity firm or any pension fund would touch New York? No. And that's why New Yorkers should be concerned. The fine people of New York should ask themselves, why are we such a loser state? How are we going to attract business? It's not just the existing businesses that are fleeing out to Texas and Florida. What about new money like this that I'm talking about, like a $4 billion data center? Not a chance I would put that in New York. Zero probability. Never. And so they've got a lot of work to do to find
a $4 billion data center. Not a chance would be going into New York. New York just said goodbye to $4 billion. Kevin O'Leary won't even attempt to put it there.
That's sad.
Before someone's like, "Oh yeah, somebody will." Why? When New York could just come in at any moment and say,
"We don't like how you're doing business.
We think you defrauded us, and we think it's only worth $2 billion. So now we're just going to take it and say it's ours. So we'll make money on it and go screw yourself. And before anybody can say that won't happen, they just did it to Donald Trump. Where Letitia James just came out and says we're prepared to seize his assets too if he doesn't pay the fine.
How much was it? Was the $300 million fine, right?
Yeah.
355
plus $100 million in interest. It's close to a $500 million fine.
And then him and his family are like, what, is banned for like 2 or 3 years or something like that?
3 years, plus they also fined his children $4 million each. Yeah, they fined his children $4 million each, too. For doing business.
Damn.
Hope New York's happy.
Yeah. It feels like a movie, doesn't it? Like, or a really long, like, it's like you know what it is? It's like.
For the past 3 years, it's been feeling like a movie, man.
No, but I wouldn't say it's a movie. It feels like a reality TV show that's not. It feels like a living reality TV show.
It's like you keep waiting for the conclusion to happen, but it keeps getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
Like you keep thinking you're at the final episode, and then you keep seeing to be continued.
Like for
right.
Like just when you think The Bachelor's about to be in, nope, another season of The Bachelor, ladies and gentlemen.
Or Survivor.
Or yeah. Survivor's on its like what, 38th season?
Final Survivors for the final.
Oh my, like
final.
Okay, so like, see, this is why I'm starting to like. Okay, with the nominees being Biden and Trump, I'm looking past that, bro. I'm looking past that. I'm looking in the next 20 years. 10, 20. Who the fuck you gonna put up after these two?
Well, it's only Trump can only run for 4 more years anyway.
No, I'm like, say for example, so say Trump doesn't win this election. I'm just saying hypothetically wise. Say Trump doesn't win this election. Y'all think he'll run again in 2028?
No, probably not.
Or do you think he'll just say, "Fuck it, I'm done doing this"?
I think he'd be 81. I think he'd be done. I think.
Like if he does not win this in November, if I'm Trump, I'm kind of be like,
well, I think
I'm 81 at this point in 2020.
Honestly, I think if he doesn't win, they're gonna throw him in prison.
Oh jeez.
They're trying to take his bill.
Listen, they threw Cosby's ass in prison, Liz. Just put Cosby's old ass in prison.
Yeah, they're trying to confiscate his buildings for nothing.
This shit's wild.
They're just coming up with shit out of nowhere.
This is wild, bro.
To impede to impede the election, like.
Oh, and they only randomly find him for all the cash he has on hand.
For the election to happen, you know what I'm saying?
This is getting a little wild, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I just, like I said, I'm like, what's your end game? Like, how long we gonna drag this shit out?
They're trying to bankrupt him and embarrass him.
Mm-hmm.
By themselves getting out of this situation. This has all occurred post-pandemic. Winner states versus loser states. Look at Tennessee right now, fastest growing city in America, Nashville. Winner state, good policy, competitive taxes. You've got to start thinking about this in the context of winners and losers. New York, mega loser state.
So, Kevin, what did you think of Governor Hochul saying this is like a unique one and done because Donald Trump went too far and was so nefarious? You guys, if you're just doing what you should be doing, you have nothing to worry about. But they're very worried about it.
Yeah, we're very worried. Every investor's worried because where is the victim? Who lost money? This is some arbitrary decision a judge made. This policy and what this says, what does this say about the bar?
Who is she, the judge?
No, she's the governor of the state.
Ah, my bad. So
She's terrified right now that business is going to be fleeing her state, and that she can't do business now. So of course she tried to come out and say this is a one and done. This was only for Donald Trump, which makes this even worse. Saying you're only trying to go after him.
It's not a one and done.
No, it can be. It can never be a one and done because you just set a precedent.
No, because
to go after anybody.
It's not going to be a one and done because it's going to be another rich motherfucker who people don't like, and they're going to try to do this to them.
Exactly.
That's what.
That's what Kevin O'Leary's terrified of.
That's what it's going to be. There's going to be another rich dude, rich man or woman who says the wrong fucking thing publicly.
Like, say, James Dolan of the New York Knicks owner.
Oh, he's just a shitty ass owner. I'm not wishing this on him. I'm just saying he's a shitty owner.
But that's my point. Hey, now, because he's a shitty owner, people don't like him.
Even the Knicks don't want him.
But my point is, what if all of a sudden New York says we're just going to go take his team from him?
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna come to a point. Another rich.
That's my point.
Yeah, another rich person is gonna do one thing. Is gonna say the wrong there in a sentence.
Yep.
And people are gonna freak out.
That's my. Dolan's gonna trade the wrong guy, and they're gonna
Yeah.
They're just saying they have to take the team from behind.
Oh God! Man, listen.
Do you see what I mean? How quickly? And that's just one random example, and that's only because he's a guy that's universally hated.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The legal bar in New York, aren't they going to question this judge? What is this? $355 million, and there's dollars as a penalty, and there's plus interest at 9%, and there's no victim? I mean, I'm sorry, her words fall on deaf ears to everybody. There's nothing she can say to justify this decision. And this has nothing to do with Trump. Nothing to do with Trump. Forget about Trump. This is not a Trump situation. This is a New York problem now. The whole world is looking at this saying, what are you doing to yourselves?
Well put, Kevin. Always good chatting with you. Kevin O'Leary, following all of that.
You want to know something?
You've said it.
Okay, you want to put that on my head. I'll take it.
Okay, good.
You know what I'll say? Yes.
Now, what do you think?
I'm not gonna lie. See,
Interesting.
don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to be successful in life. I'm not saying that. It's weird shit the way we looking at things that make me like not want to have a lot of money, because it feels like once you start getting just a little bit of money, you a target. This is why I'd rather be rich and not known than famous.
Yeah.
Because if I'm rich, I'm going behind this. You're not going to hit like I'm going to be like introverted as hell. If I had stacks, I'd be introverted as hell. Honestly, because everybody wants something from you.
Or you'd have a ton of security.
Yeah, it should. I mean,
it's
and guys, people have. I've said
like
on
they
this.
say, more money, more problems, man.
He said it best.
Oh yeah, he did.
And like I've said it multiple times, guys. I don't fuck with politics. I don't fuck with the party shit. I'm not for idolizing politicians. I'm not the biggest Trump person, but at the same time, I'm not saying Biden's the savior of America. I don't idolize any politician. I think that's weird.
No, you shouldn't idolize a politician.
Yeah, I think that's weird. Some of y'all idolize Biden. Some of y'all idolize Trump. Like you're praying to him and shit. I just think it's weird
to
idolize
is a god.
Yeah, I think that's weird to idolize politicians.
But unfortunately, right now, there's only one guy saying the right things for this country, and then there's one guy that's actually in the seat doing things that are hurting this country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, like I said, guys, if you vote for Trump, that's your constitutional right. How am I going to get mad at that?
Oh, I'm definitely 100% voting for
Like, how am I going to get mad at you voting for who you want to vote for? I can't get mad at that.
And if Vivek Ramaswamy is his VP, I wish I could.
Yeah, on the short list, I think is Ramaswamy, is Tulsi Gabbard, and what was the other girl you said?
Kristi Noem. Kristi Noem, the governor of South Dakota, I believe. One of the Dakotas.
One thing I do agree with Trump on is VP got to be younger than him. 100% agree with him on that.
Well, that would be any of them.
Yeah, I agree when he said that his VP's got to be younger than. I agree with him on that.
I think Vivek will fit perfectly in that.
Vivek's 38.
VP.
He's okay. How old's Tulsi? She's probably like what, mid-30s?
No. I think she's 48.
Oh wow. And how old is
I think
Christy?
Vivek is the youngest one in there, right?
He is.
How old is
He
Christy?
is.
Kristi Noem, I think she's early 40s.
Okay.
Maybe late 30s.
But
definitely early 40s. Definitely early 40s.
People, let us know what you're thinking. Let us know. You know,
Mhm.
I'm all about open conversation. Whether you like me or not, you can ask me a question, give me a comment. It's all good.
You can like us, you can hate us. We just hear about the
You know
conversation.
what I'm saying,
That's it.
man? So, dude, we'll take all the smoke. Be cool with it.
Sorry.
Fine with it.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, you've been accused of not being black before, so.
Wait, what? What?
Oh, when you first started this,
That was a funny
What?
comment. That was a funny comment back in the day.
what
Can you
was
repeat
it?
that again?
What was it? Straight black men or the white men or the black community? It's like, girl, what are you talking about?
Wait, say.
She was pretty much saying, if I'm not gay or bisexual, I'm not black.
Yes.
It was weird.
Yeah.
She was this was like before you were on the show. This is way
I kind of because I would have remembered.
It was a comment that said straight black men are the white men of the black community. So me and Vito are reading the comments, and I'm reading this, and I'm like, do I have to be gay to be black? Like I don't understand. I was very confused. I was just trying to understand her comment. I wasn't hating on her for it. I was trying to understand the rationale behind her comment.
So now we just like to bring up.
It's got nothing to do with this video. Sorry, y'all. It's
just like to remind you,
tangents, y'all.
Not randomly accused of not being. But it's an inside joke. It's an inside joke.
She was on shrooms and stuff.
I don't know. They're different.
You know,
there's different people in the world.
Was here?
Yeah.
What if she was typing?
No.
Like you guys can find that comment on one of our early videos.
It probably sounded better in her head. Yeah. But guys, let us know what you think. I hope y'all enjoyed this good conversation. Wherever you fall on the political spectrum,
remember, Trump doesn't even matter in the situation anymore. New York has just destroyed itself.
But yeah. So guys, hope y'all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, blow us up. Y'all know what to do.
Thanks for stopping in. Spend some time with us. Hit that notification bell, give it a share because it does help the channel out.
Please and thank you.
See you guys in the next one.
Later, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.